great to have you back on, Jharrone. Okay, listen, the earnings, we look back. I don't think most people would say they don't matter a lot. We want to look forward. You know, Home Depot, these types of home improvement stores, they're some of the only stores open. The parking lots, at least around here, look packed. What kinds of numbers are you expecting from the Walmarts, the Targets, and the Home Depots of the world?
Well, they're definitely expected to post some of the strongest same-store sales. When you look at our entire Refinitiv retail universe, over 50% of the companies are expected to post negative same-store sales. But there are some winners, like you mentioned, and those are definitely the home improvement. Consumers are at home and they're doing it themselves. And Home Depot and Lowe's are expected to see positive same-store sales. And the same can be said for the discounters. Consumers are gravitating towards the discounters to buy their key essentials. So Costco, Walmart, Target, and the dollar stores are all expected to see positive same-store sales. And then in addition to those, obviously the drugstores, but there's one particular retailer that stands out because they're expected to see an impressive 23.4% same-store sales on top of difficult comparisons last year. And this is the Lovesac, the company known for the most adaptable couch. Their comps have been very strong and have continued through the pandemic as consumers stay at home and try to improve the stay-at-home experience.
I remember, like a year ago, Jharrone, you came on Worldwide Exchange. I think you said the Lovesac. So the B-52s, you said, no, that's the Love Shack. I'm talking about the Love Sack, which is the big beanbags and those chairs. I mean, has that been the trend? Listen, here's the reality. There's 36 million unemployed. Nobody is making light of the pain that many families have. But for those who are working, you're saving a lot of money by not traveling, not going out to eat, and not commuting to work that people are spending on their nest, so to speak.
Yes, absolutely. In fact, consumer behavior has changed completely during this pandemic. And for one, consumers, believe it or not, those that are employed are actually willing and able to pay full price for some items to make the stay-at-home experience more comfortable. Refinitiv found out in a collaboration with Style Sage that consumers are paying full price for robes, socks, pajamas, everything possible to stay comfortable at home. And what's interesting is that even grooming products, they're growing pandemic beers, those items have been sold out twice as much as they did this time ago last year, while at the expense of shaving products because people are not shaving, they're growing pandemic beers, and shaving revenue is actually expected to drop 10% during this quarter. So there's been a complete change in consumer behavior.
These trends are simply incredible. I guess, Jharrone, the question is, what are the trends going to look like when we start to reopen? I know many states have already started that. When the country sort of starts to come back to life, and it will, whether it's next month or next year, but it will come back to life, any indication of what the new trends will be? Will it be the same trends as the old? Will we go back to doing and shopping and spending the way we did before?
Absolutely not. In fact, Nike is now on the other side of the spectrum. They had closed many of their stores in Asia because they're highly reliant on the Chinese consumer. And they're telling us that now Traffic Mall is back at the levels that they saw pre-coronavirus pandemic, but still, consumers are gravitating and they're going online to finalize their purchase. So what we're seeing is that omni-channel is key if you want to survive this pandemic. And it's what actually has helped those winners. Look at Target. Target, for 5 years, their stock used to beat earnings, but still they used to take a hit on their stock because they used to tell us during the earnings call, we are investing in our omni-channel experience. But then today, that's translating into very strong comps. They're going to be one of the few retailers to post positive same-store sales next week, in the coming weeks.